Good morning, Mwasazamata. It's a bright day today. There's great mixed reaction across the country. Omanyo mpira gwa Uganda, Algeria, gwabade gwa kutomu babire Joe, but of course Uganda twakoze nnyo kelele. But we hope on Guinea and Uganda tuberenga tubagenga as Assembly President of the Yatsubiza. But well, this is the Business Treasure with Angel Walker. Amachaga lero tugenda kuba tutunuulira an interesting business. Tunayo guest lero wanjawulo kulala gatudde nabo era agenda kubanga atubulira business eyokola school shoes engatto z'abaana bagenda ku ssomero banange. That business, usually we think that it's men who are supposed to do it. We are speaking about Carol. She's called Carol wava muno ndoza erinnya oliwulidde kuva woli naffe wetuli kozesa namba 0746405060 okusindika ekibuuzo kyonna nawe okubanga otoyingako in this amazing discussion. Carol, wasiza otya bambi? Ogamba otya? Tulabika kyokola. Oh my God, we are very excited. Wava muno. Linya lya daddy yalikuwa oba?
Usually wava muno linya lya Lugero.
Okay. Tell us the history.
Mu 2019 nsooka obbala musaako muli mutya mujebane. Mu 2019 nalina omulimu gwange nga mulungi ng'ate gumpayinga bulungi. I was a very good person you would not want to miss on your team. Naye nga nkirowoozaako nga ngamba omulimu gwange guno tegujja kumpa kimala. So I planned nentunulatunula mu society.
Awo nga bakusasula kasente katono?
Kasente kali kangi naye nga wobimanyi nga womanyi nti no oli bingi bijja but you can't put all the budget on that job. So I decided I should make shoes because that was the gap mu society ng'obalaba abantu tebalina ngatto nga even my children engatto tuzinoonya buli tamu mugulayo empya.
Naye wava muno okimanyi nti school shoes tutawaanya ogenda n'ogula engatto ne bagamba yazino bbeeyi naye omwana najambala mutamu ewedde.
Yes. So neŋŋamba nja kukola engatto naye lwakuba kirimu oli mukyala ate omulimu munene. So sometimes abamu agenda naga njagala kukola ngatto naye tamanyi mulimu guli munda. Naye mu 2019 bwe nalowooza nendowooza I picked up shoes and I was ready. So there was this gentleman ku kyalo nga alina workshop. Neŋŋamba nja kufisangayo akadde kange ssaawa nga 2 ku 3 ŋŋende nsome bwe nva ku mulimu nga ŋŋenda nsoma. In fact n'omwami naye teyalina reception nnungi. Yaŋŋamba gwe oli mukyalo olina abaana engatto onoozisobola. So nemukakasa nja zisobola nja kikola kyenjagala nga nkiraba kisobola oleeta ssente nnungi. After like 3 months nali njize nga nkitegedde nti kati kino kijja kunkolera bulungi. And later I remember I resigned and my boss was like, Carol, where are you going?
Campaigning again now?
Yeah, no, not really, but what I'm sure of I was one of the good ones.
Okay.
So she was like, where are you going? What? I was like, I am going to try. See, yeah. So I made, after those 3 months, I made some 5 pairs. Na inaka savings. Nengulayo material, nengola pairs 10. Pairs 10 ezo nazi wabakwano bange. Payemu dina wa muwala wange. Nengamba muwala wange njagala ajambale closely ndabe what happens ne product gyenkoze ne bali nabo nabatunza. But not at a price that would bring back money.
Okay.
Yeah. I just gave them so that indaba inti Elietya, ebakoledde etya. Those ones who would say, my boy is stubborn, what do I do? Like, ninga ngenda jiba wandabe. So after that time, muwala wange yajambala, and the first time it actually looked still new. Nemmanya nti kati this is the way to go.
kati awo kati totinda kutwala speed car at this moment. How long did it take you kuyiga okukola engalo?
It took me around 3 months.
Solid months.
Yes, but still byonna tosobola biyiga.
Okay.
Era wali maaso tujja laba nti oba olina okwongera nga wewa knowledge onoonyereza, you invest in understanding what the business really wants, the trends of the business. So ezo 3 months when navaayo kye natuulako kyenyongerako natuula nenyongerako ate nga bwenkola to see. Even sometimes, by the way, natuulako ne kukabalaza someone's veranda nga ntunga oyisaamu was that is money for mangu.
Yes.
So that it takes you through the day. Wotyo kati ebyo byonna experience ogenda ozifuna. Those men who would come and say naye omukyala nga takola ngato, those who did not believe in you.
Yes.
Kati ebyo ebiseera we nalabira nti kitegeeza kintu kya kyewuunyo omuntu okuba eri abantu nenyongeramu amaanyi. Nenyongeramu amaanyi kati ebisigadde byonna bijjanga mboozi. Yes, okuva ku olwo buli kimu kijjanga mboozi.
COVID teyakukosaamu?
COVID yankosaamu because twali tufunyeyo ne order, a big one from a big NGO.
Wow. And
nengena newola sente to make the deal. Worst of all, nibaba kolachi, nibaleta COVID, ate nibabasalako ne sente. Still, it was a setback, but I knew it was the business to go. Era nensigala nga njiya. You know, with leather industry, it has a lot of open business. There is craft, there is key holders, there are belts, there are, you know, when there are no school, then you can do something else.
Yes.
Yeah, that is how I maneuvered some.
Banange, gy'otujja ne gy'otutwala simanyi na kumanya. But at this point, what was running in your mind? Ng'abantu bagamba, oli mukyala okola ngato.
Angel, I want to tell you this. Sometimes ebigambo, when people give you those words, the negative ones, you actually feel the truth. Like okiwulira nga kyakagamba kyekituufu. Naye buli bwe nazukka nga nenkolayo peya omuntu n'agigula nga ngamba akirabika kino ye answer sivaawo. Bwe nakola nga repair omuntu naneewuunya naka abakyala ate oli kabalaza ino buli kimu ng'okirowooza ng'oli alaba kyokoze kya bbeeyi nga ngamba osivaawo ngenda kukola ngato paka nga buli step gy'otuukako nga olaba yes kino omuntu kimwewunyisizza. Ate jjukira eno nga omwaka bwe gutambula olaba omwana engato ekyali mpya, we are going in the year. Yes. No, I think this is what exactly I need to do.
Carol, kambeko kyenkubuuza, osobola okutunuulira ekigere ky'omwana n'ogamba this must be 32?
Exactly. Wow. I can, but with time bw'oba wakatandika oyinza obutakigera naye kati omuntu wakuwa emyaka n'akuwa oba ekifaananyi ky'omwana ebyo ebibiri biba bisobola okuyambako okulaba nti ono wa 32, ono wa 30, ono wa 10.
Kati Carol, engatto peemu ekutwala bbanga ki okuba ng'okikola?
PM can take me like 3 hours. Just one, non-stop, and that is if I've not pre-done the first steps, because our first steps oba olina okubanga eddiba olina on set, olimaze oddisala, olimaze odditunga, but if you take from scratch still you take 3 hours. But if the uppers are already there, even 1 hour is okay.
I'm loving that. Yes. Soko tubulire wava otya kabalaza noyingira workshop yo. What was that big sale gyawakola?
My big sale was actually from Kalangala. It was still an NGO.
Wow.
Through a friend. And nali mazeeko kati most of the time abatandika abayagala atandike nga buli kimu akola ki akiyina.
Okay.
Naye ate that was not the story with me. Kabalaza kuli actually we went on upgrading when ava kabalaza waliwo yayina akagalaji ke nga kali free n'akatuwa agamba okay you can be working from there, but I had the best machines, best ones is a chalan only, but the rest you will do with your hands.
Amasanyalaze obene
y'abantu eyokusota etali amasanyalaze. So basically you have abamu abayagala atandike nga it is booming, but it's not that way. When nafuna order eyo eya NGO, I had that chalani and I had the skill. Ekyobugaga kye nayinanga skill kati nga nkimanyi nti bwenkola eno ngenda kuba ndi step ahead. Mugala Jomo mwe twakolera those pairs, there were a lot, and I was even privileged nti yenyini the funder, the person who was buying the shoes, sponsoring them, yajja. So naye yali takola ki takirabangako like fair lady. Where there was some katip. I don't tekakyaliwo temugamba nti nkabaweeko tekakyaliwo tekakyaliwo but bwe yampako katipu ate nga ndaba omukisa munene singa nzira ku kkubo, that is navudde kabalaza nzizeeko mu garage, some open space on the house. Then there ekirowoozo wekyajjira nti wenna keeping on nga ndi behind doors, probably omuntu ayinza obutamanya n'okukkiriza, you know, building trust with those customers abayagala gamba okolerawa ajalabe address. So I decided nti katugende ku workshop, let us parent, let us try the business the other way, because that is what I actually even wanted. You decide, sometimes over kumulimu oyagala decisions zizo zikole osalewo, but most of the time ogwa emirundi mingi n'ogwa kati noddamu n'okibala I think nakoze kikyamu nodda. But that is how I worked on Banga project. It was in Kalangala, and I was happy to work on that project. That is how I came.
Tuddeyo komabega Carol wava muno. Kati wano ovudde ku mulimu, you have quit your employment job. Oyingidde waneeno mu ngato z'abaana. You started with how much?
I started with around 200.
Ziddemu abantu bawulire
Gyali emitwalo 2.
abantu bali ku spendinga sente, craving perfume eriko kumbe bali ku sente
bali ku capital, because wobo oyina skill kuba tetubaze capital wa skill like genda osome ekyo tetukibaze, but wobo oyina skill ne emitwalo 10 gikola, because you have to just get material noga ngenda kola pay a ton. That is like squares nga 10.
Waliwo atulaba ng'agamba kati pair ya abaana engato wholesale egenda ku sente nekojina.
Wholesale goes for 38 for me.
Ogenda mu kibuga ne bagamba engato ya 60,000.
And that is because that is a wholesale price.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Retail.
Yeah. Then for my retail is a 50.
Oh, okay.
And gladly, what my customers or what other people should know, nti ewange ngato jijayo eri finished, njikola nenjikuyisizaamu wuzi. Yes, njija mu scratch, nenjisaamu wuzi, so that when you take it, you don't actually have to put in another money. Ne ate abamu agula kulayisi agenda ogituusaayo nga talina n'okuteekako oba obumu obulala oba okuyisaamu wuzi, meaning ogenda okukakana nga price gyemadde nkugambye eri worth what you have put in. Kati nze ekyo nakibala ne mmanya nti sibalekera gap muzadde kugamba nti ate ngenda kukola kino, ngenda kwongeza kino ku ngato. No, I give you engato ng'eri full, you just have to put it on, go to school.
Omanyi 2019 ne 2025 myaka naye kusomezebwa kika kikosinga?
Somoza obusinga is financial.
Okay.
Yeah, financial challenges ezo waliwo wootuuka nga you have that good deal, etaaga akasente kangi.
Awaki tebasooka ne bakuwako deposit, Carol?
Usually when it's still chiline mu challenges, when you have to build that trust with the customers. Most of the time was customer bayagala yasange ng'ekintu kiwedde alyoka akuwe sente. Even when they are commenting, they will tell you, "Auntie mwaba Uganda, you know, we have a long way. Business people have a long way to convince Ugandans that they are good people. They are good people in the business." Yeah, someone finds into workshop ejudde engato mweziri and says, "Hey, bulijjo mu Uganda mulimu omuntu nga si wagamba nti nkolera n'abeera nga taziina." You know, kati eyo trust kye kisinga okutulemesa nti oli asooka kuwe cash omukolere. Yeah, so financially you get strained because you have to actually make sure customers asangawo ekintu and to their satisfaction oba olina okumakinga sure nti kibatuuseeko mu ngeri gye wakiranga nti bwe kiri. So financially somehow you get constrained. Yeah, somehow you get constrained, but along the way you get how long you can play with it. Naye nga kizibumu with those with good deals zijja and you may have to okuzanya there and there, you have to borrow, and you know when you're an entrepreneur, borrowing is something you actually do all the time. Ate okusasula nako ne kujja like all the time you have to pay. Yeah, then another one is still building the customer, the trust with the customers. Loyalty. Yes. Sometimes you do your best. You give them their best. Then natuka yato okusasulanga ali hesitant. Yeah. Obanga tachibuliranga ko tachirabako. They need Ugandans need to know they are business people who are good at doing what they do and they love it. But for them Muliaba agamba really sichirabanko. I think this is how Uganda is taking us. The good things abantu bachirabanga chachire munyo is like a myth. Like a myth abagamba ono muntu asobola okuwenga tobulungi nnyo. Ono muntu like nga chewunyisa. Yet it is what keeps us going, by the way. Yeah, then the other one is the accessibility materials. Uganda echagira echayiya engeri jefunamu materials ezibera enungi. We are trying to get which best market will give us nga tekoma. But our markets, by the way, baleta kitambula. Anything unique you put more
extra.
Yeah, you put more to have that uniqueness. And that is what the customers should also know. By the time we give you the price, to find the uniqueness of the product.
I'm loving that. You know, you're inspiring very many women. I didn't know I can do this. Kati wagenda okusomera shoemaking, wasaswanga sente mmeka?
I paid around 750.
Omuntu wabanga wakujja kumusomesa osobola okumusomesa? Yes,
but ate wange wojja okusoma we pay 1.2 million shillings.
Okay, ekyo myezi esatu gyonna?
Myezi mukaaga. No, only because for me nali tight nti nina okusoma, nina okukola, nina family, so I had to make sure I get the answer, I get the lesson so fast so that sikolachi siyingirira. And abakyala abasinga even they are set back because of family, beating around family, business, school, what wesanga ng'ekimu ku byo kikoze kifudde.
Wava muno yegedde ku business, school and family. Who has been your biggest support system okulaba nga business etambula?
My biggest support system is my family.
Okay.
And then the other person is a person who used to give you, like physically they don't know even what actually it takes. Naye teyerabiranga kujjukizanga nti ekyo kyokola kyanjawulo.
It's a different unique business.
Yes.
Era munange bw'otwogera ku shoemaking tuba tumanye nti babeera basajja, but you have demystified. How okikoze otya okubeera nga you're a mother you're a wife, you're a businesswoman, bino byonna nokukwatira wamu?
Actually, I thank God akuwamu persistence ennungi ogumiikirizamu somehow somewhere, then nakuwa ne patience because amafumu era gava ku side ezo zonna. There is a time you will not look after the kid oba nobagamba ne genda ku ssomero like wetwale do that. There is a time you will be late for work. There is a time you will not go to church. You feel bad about that. There is a time wowulira nga kyenkola oba si kituufu. I've not given myself the best, but the most thing that has helped me is that I believe one time nga wenjagala obulamu butambule bujja kutuuka. Buli bwenkirowooza ngamba kankole family webitaze bulungi munsaasire, emirimu wekisa gikoze bulungi munsaasire, but one time tujja bbaayo nga tugamba consistency yoyo etuwadde company okubanga ekola ki ng'etambula.
What are some of your big visions for the Good Leather business?
My big visions are I'm planning to have one center nga tukola buli kimu ekya leather.
Ne bags.
Yeah, bags, moccasins, belts, nga kweganga like nga plant nene nvudde mu kibuga nfunye somewhere very big, and then kyonna kyeyetaaga omuntu nga bwajja bw'atumya ensawo ogifuna ku roots, bw'otumya belt ogifuna, bw'otumya moccasins ozifuna. Yes. And another one, njagala nsomese. Yes, njakolayo an institution, I think Masao nga esomesa, because you know I'm born of teachers. Mommy and daddy, they are all teachers, and I think sasoma busomesa, but the calling I think still comes in. Pulira nyesanyu nga omuntu musomeseza nayiga nagenda natandika ofuna sente kindeetera essanyu lingi nnyo, era ye achievement gye mpulira nga buli be nali nsomesezako for those years. Buli we mulaba, buli wankubira, Carol this, Carol someone wants this type of shoe, how can we come up with it, how can I do this, where do I get this, mpulira nga essanyu likola ki
likujjudde.
Yes.
Mwana wattu nno gwe atulaba, it's an exciting moment era nga omukyala Carol wava muno n'ozolaba the joy and the love and passion byayogera naye regarding her business. Demystifying, she called it quits for her 9-to-5 jobs n'agamba nze kangene tandike business eyange. Ate abasinga gye batakola kwesa namba 07464556 naye for now ngenda kuba nga nsoma ebibuuzo bye musindise. And well, Carol, someone is here asking and saying, can she also be able to make men's shoes?
Yes, I can. I can, only that when you enter the business, since it is open to a lot of business opportunities, sometimes we take opportunity cost.
Okay.
Yes, because per now, if a gentleman, they also know when a man buys a shoe, a good one, it takes them 3 to 2 years to come back. But when a kid takes my shoes, if they are in P1 and it takes them to P2 and half of P3, they are eligible to coming back for 7 years and then the next years. Ekitali kubami, but I actually, before I had to focus, I would do everything. Yes, I would do everything. I would do the belts, I would do the shoes, the gentle shoes, I would do that. But business-wise, when you sit down, you actually take the opportunity cost and then say what really goes so
fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Ekibuuzo ekirala oli abuuza ng'agamba, Carol, how have you been able to manage your financial bookkeeping?
Thank you. And that one somehow is hard because now you can even pick some money for your family. But this is the discipline I use. If I have actually sold the shoes, or mine especially because our business is seasonal. So those seasons, the peak seasons, what you do, you actually don't have to mix up anything, any of your finances. If it is a money for school shoes, you actually have to allocate it there. And still, what I do, if the seasons are soon coming, I make sure I clear off. If it is family, if it is like I have a budget to help someone, I make sure I've cleared everything behind my back. Even if I have to pay someone and I'm not going to be able, I actually tell them I'm not going to be able, but you give me 3 months or 2 months because that is the season. And when it is done, I'm already knowing who to pay, who not to pay, who have. I make sure everything is underlined. Yes, and I make sure I don't mix my money
with your personal finances.
Yes, I even pay myself so well, like the way I would be employed by the way.
Tetugenda vaawo sokoddemu okyogereko okubanga weesasula, because very many business people bali mu situation ey'okubanga they're paying rent, they're paying the taxes, and they're forgetting themselves at the end of the day.
Actually, if you don't pay yourself, the minimum thing you can get is stress, and the maximum is depression, because every time you can't handle what is home.
So ogenda n'ogamba nsoose kuggyako rent, nensijjako kineno, supply empeereza bino, then I've paid myself.
Yes.
That is how
I make sure nti ne bwemba nkostinga buli service gye nkuwa mmanya nti nange neetaddeko, era bwe neeteekako sijjaako kinene kisinga ku kyewadde, ne bwemba nyina ebizibu byenkanawa sijjaako kinene, era making sure nti nebalidde 2,000 nze nzijjako. Yeah, that is, you have to have anyway some discipline. Yeah, sometimes bikalubamu nogamba ate lwaki sijjaawo nazzaawo. But when you have that discipline, by the way, oba osobola okubala business bulungi neevaamu.
Okay. Nga tweyongeddeyo oli abooza, I would also like to know, can she able to tell the difference between the leather types, the dupe and also the original types?
Yes, I can. First of all, I would also want to tell her she should go to my TikTok. I always teach. I have those times when I teach, even on my live, I teach about the different things. But I also taught this week. The last week I talked about leather. You can actually tell. And all the types that are around Kampala, you can say it is leather, but there are different types of leather. And every type of leather is suitable for different
Edge.
Not edge, different product. For belts, there is a leather that is very good.
No, that is interesting.
Yes. For school shoes, there is a type of leather that is suitable for school shoes. For craft shoes, there is a type of leather that is suitable. Yes. If you want to make a watch, this wrist for the watch, still there is a leather that is better for that. If you're making, there are very many types of leather. But if you find, let me say, if they make for you a fox leather for a school shoe, you can never get it up to 2 months. Yes. Tesobola tuuka. Yes, sometimes oli osobola okulaba nga myth abantu gye basinga okujja naye agenda najja n'asanga eddiba lino eri engatto lisiiwuufumuko, like lisiiwuufu tosobola, it is not this shiny. Yeah. So bw'ajja n'akebera engatto n'agamba naye mmwe mutuwa eddiba ebbi kubanga amanye eriri shining ly'eddiba, nalyo ddiba naye liri suitable for something else. Really suitable for shoes, easy shoes. Naye nga omuntu tagenda, it is not a hurdle. Like togenda gitereka mu njigulidde emyaka 2 nti oba ngitambuliramu ennaku 5 week and then you say njagala engatto yange ewangale. Like no, you can't. So usually buli ddiba liina ekintu kyekikola ekituufu. Yes.
Oh, wow. Nga tutuulira ekibuuzo ekirala onabuuza. Thank you for the show. I would want to know any support she wants for her business in terms of machinery.
Oh wow. For terms of machinery, I would want moccasin. There is that it helps in lasting machine for moccasins.
Engatto z'abasajja oba n'ez'abaana?
Moccasins ez'abasajja.
Okay. Kale tulina n'ekibuuzo ekirala oli abuuza n'agamba, well, tell Carol thank you for being a brave woman and also standing strong. Ekirala ekibuuzo onaabuuza agamba nti I would like to also start something similar but not in school shoes. Can she help me on this?
Something similar in leather industry. She can go for belts.
Okay.
And those belts abasobola okusooka okujja nemwa, because for me now I have the strap cutters. The strap cutter. So machine eyo yamaka esala emisipi mingi. Tunaffe tugifulumya ne tugisuubuza. Someone takes them, then we supply schools. Webityo naye kati abasobola otandika ne belts n'abanga bakimanyi nti ye gwe bajjako omusipi. And one thing I want to tell people is that ekintu kyonna mu kusooka oba tolaba oyinza kitunda, oba tolaba gy'ogenda. Naye kati omuntu bw'amanyiira, bw'amanya nti nno bwe mba nnoonya omusipi ngusanga wa Carol. Ate ngusangawo, si gwa kugamba nti kangukolere. Mpola mpola you build the trust. Mpola mpola. But the problem with our businesses is nti ogenda okwesala business ogitandise naye ng'ate yonna ogyagala. Like buli kimu buli kojjamu okaagala. Ne patience yennyini ey'okulinda ekule ekugwamu. But if you actually wait on trust the process. If you trust the process, usually ojjamu ekirungi.
Carol, right now olina abakozi nga bameka?
Right now, since it is actually my company is even a community-based company, because I actually want to empower youth, empower women. Mpolo Janoiga skill no gender. I actually just have casual workers. I only invite them when it is intense. Yeah. Exactly. But mu budde nga tuli free like seasons nga teziri so tight, funa abantu bange tubasomesa nga bwe tukola, making sure nti olumu waliwo olina offering. Carol, let me just stay, let me help in this. Bw'aba ayize. Ate mulimu ne skills endala nga omuntu bw'aba agimanyi aba asobola ogyekolera n'akitunda. Kati nga kungato kanno osobola okuba ng'omanyi okukola apa kutunga kukka, like kugisala kugitunga nga gwogwo omulimu gwokka. Yes. Then osobola ogamba nze nsobola kulastinga, then n'osigala ku kulastinga kukka. Osobola ogamba finishing everyone can join hands. Then while works teaching nga gomanyi kuyisaamu wuzi kyokka nga gwo kyokka kyomanyi. Some little story about kuyisaamu wuzi 2022. I actually third term is a good season.
Nga abaana bagenda mu third term
nga bagivaamu
that third term to the next class.
Era okola paka n'owulira bubi. Kati one time
n'owulira bulungi
bubi nnyo kuba natunga engatto nga 3 like in the 2 months nga ntunze engatto stitching oyisaamu musoole because you don't want the parents kutwala ngatto nga same. At one day after that hustle naddayo eka nga mpulira engalo zinuma n'ekifuba nga mpulira si kirungi. So I was like mukasonda nga nsirise ngamba mukama omulimu nga gugenda kuzita
naye ate n'akasente kayingirawo
anti era kati akasente bwe kayingiramu bino byonna bikola ki biwona. But I became by the way very proud of myself after seeing peya zonna zentunda nze yazitunze ngamba wow engalo ziwona n'okutunda n'okola ki n'owulira essanyu.
Munange omukyala wagamba tawulira bulungi nga omwako ku kasente.
Wekiba oba era omuwa kasente.
But we're very proud of you, Carol. I mean, Jenvuddewo is really inspiring. Abantu abasinga batya okubanga beekutola from 9 to 5 jobs. First of all, salary jokola izo kubanga entirely tosobola kumeetinga all the demands you have. Ate nga oyigidde the unknown, the fear of kinatuukawo nagenda ntya binatambula kinakola bino, but at the end of the day to inspire nze okubanga start any amount is okay. Go quarter that 700 and paying it. I'm not it was a big investment for you. And you know, day by day hope came through. The nights you said, oh my God, I can't. Now right about now, I really want to give you an opportunity. Abantu abagala okubanga bakutuukako, abagala engatto, abatulaba era balina amasomero, abagamba that lady, oh my God, maybe we need her shoes, and this is the time.
Oh, thank you, Angel. We are leather producers, and we actually stick to school shoes.
Yes.
Our pair just goes for 50,000.
Okay.
It is already stitched, good to go, good to put on, and nothing else.
Yes.
And then we also have belts.
Okay.
Nezaba. Era still complementinga tukitwalira ku school shoes. Kuba abasinga abaana baba beetaaga ki emisipi ejo. So n'emisipi gyaffe nagyo tugirina gibeera at 35,000. It is leather with a very nice paka wakowa. Ate abantu tebadda, abasajja tebadda. Abasajja tebadda. It is 35,000. We also have craft shoes. Those shoes go for 40,000.
Okay.
And still we also trade.
Location aliwa? We
are located at Mulago Nsoba, opposite Cream Hill Primary School. And my number, or our WhatsApp number, is 0778 524296. That is our WhatsApp number. Then for schools and NGOs, for wholesalers, buli omu alina discount gye muwa.
Different.
Yeah, a little different.
The higher the quantity, the lower the higher the discount.
Not really. The group. If you're a school, there is a discount.
An
NGO? An NGO. Discount. But the best discount is NGO. Because naffe tuba twagala omwana oyo akole ki afune ku ssanyu ate abayamba aleme kubeera hard on herself. Ntate sente nga nyingi no. The best discount we give is an NGO. Yes, and we engage. By the way, we engage. Tugamba nti bali wano, we come, measure, take, we do the delivery, make sure they are safe. Yeah.
Wow, mwana watu no sentence that's quarter. But well, I think in the future jakubanga ogabira kodne socks. Who knows?
Yeah, still.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay. It's been very nice having you, Carol. Wava muno erinya linyonyovu, and it's very sweet. But webala kubanga tuzamu amanyi no to encouraging no gamba we need to stand up, we need to step up to do the different businesses that we can. But well, bati butulabisola nako lwaleero nencha tugenda kubanga tukoma obuterevu ddala. Kankusibule. Right up next is the kindergarten.